Okay, a very different and more intimate video today while I'm lying here resting before I go in for to have a Mirena fitted. Now, Mirena is an IUD, for those of you who don't know. So I'm having it fitted because I'm on HRT, but I'm still having intermittent bleeding, and I'm not really supposed to. My progesterone dose, micronized progesterone, is supposed to match my estradiol, but for some reason I still get bleeds. And I've also, from my research, learned that the Mirena does a very good job of keeping the uterine lining thin because it contains levonorgestrel, which is a progestin. It's the same thing that's in the birth control tablets, but this is just local. And so, anyway, oopsie, my microphone. Where's that going? Okay, there. And so, I'm going today to have the Mirena fitted. I had to go and buy the Mirena, and then I had to take 2 tablets, insert them internally down there. I had to insert them Cytotec, which is it's an antacid, believe it or not, I think, or something. What's it? Acid reflux. You can see my brain has even gone foggy. Anyway, so I had to put one in last night and one in this morning to stimulate the uterus to relax and contract, to open it up, which made me feel very tired. It's made me feel very bloated and weird down there. So I just wanted to share, in case a woman stumbles across this who needs this video, um, and in case you're also going for a Mirena, and they do prescribe Cytotec to you. I had a Mirena fitted after my son was born, not long after, about a year after. And on that day, I never used Cytotec, so no one prescribed that back then. And I had it fitted, but I've never given vaginal birth because my son was breech. I had to have a Caesar. And so I've never had my cervix open up. So on that day when that gynae fitted the Mirena 14 years ago, well, time flies, um, my uterus went into such cramping and spasming that I felt really faint. I felt nauseous. I felt ill. I had to lie down. And after a certain period of time, when he asked, could I stand up, I was still a bit woozy. And so that doctor back then kind of panicked and he took the Mirena straight out, which then obviously then the cramping went away. So he just said, no, it's not for you. Anyway, years later, I had a copper IUD fitted and, oh, excuse me, see, raw and real on this channel. And although I had uterine cramping, the it passed. And that gynae who did the copper IUD said it will pass, just lie down, relax. But the cramping was so bad, I nearly fainted, and my parents had to drive me home from the hospital. So here we go, round 3. This time I've had the Cytotec, which, like I said, I've never had prescribed before. So I'm just waiting to go in. I go in not too long from now, and I am feeling whacked. So yeah, it's quite something. And I didn't expect. It's also made my sinuses feel raw for some reason. So I don't know, but I don't feel well. I hope it will pass. Hopefully, it will pass us by tomorrow, which it should do. And then I should hopefully have the intermittent bleeding that I'm having on my HRT. Hopefully, that should resolve. And you can have a Mirena in for 5 to 10 years, depending. I don't know. On all the research I've done, it depends, but um, I'll be turning 46 this year. It should take me right the way through to menopause, at which stage, hopefully, I wouldn't need one, or I do, I don't know, but cross that bridge when I get there. So I just wanted to share that. And the other story I wanted to share is always, always, always check, double check, recheck any documents you sign. I didn't. I signed in good faith on Word, like on verbal words, and I just signed and I didn't double check what I signed. And now I'm regretting it because I misread something or misunderstood something. And so please, if you're signing anything, please read it firstly there and then before you sign. Make the person wait. And I know this, and I should have just read it. It's not a big deal, but it could get you into trouble if you don't. So please take my word for it. The person that wants you to sign something can wait while you read slowly and carefully. but often there's that pressure feeling when they're standing there. So I regret that. So just a little life lesson for you there. And what else? What else? It's a beautiful day, but I'm stuck inside because I feel so wrecked. And also, I've been watching all these young YouTubers who, yes, they do speak a lot of wisdom, but sometimes you can see it's just regurgitated wisdom. Sometimes I'm at fault as well of doing that. I regurgitate stuff that, although I know it to be true, it's spoken in a way, in a style that is maybe not my own and that I've heard spoken. And so I I need to be better with that, and I take responsibility for that. But my little latest video on my diet and weight loss tips, my Get Skinny Now video, is doing so well. I'm so touched. I'm so excited. It's like finally happening for me. So very exciting. And I stand by all those tips. My next video after that was a bit more of a tough love one, but yeah, it's still good advice. It's just more coming at an angle of tough love is the word. And then again, although I know everything about diets and weight loss because it's been my sort of focal point, I've studied it, I've done it, I've competed, I've lost weight, I've gained weight, I've tried every diet under the sun. It's a subject I know a lot about. I sometimes feel like, because it is superficial, because how we look is not the be all and the end all of life, and I know this, but I also know that society is pretty superficial and we do live in a superficial world. It would help if somebody were wanting to lose weight and they could get a handle on it. I know that they would feel better about themselves. I don't want anyone to be starving themselves. I don't want anyone to, fall into an eating disorder. I think I've bordered on crossing that line when I was young. Not, not that I ever didn't eat, and I always had a period. It was actually marathon running that took my period away for 2 months. But um, yeah, I mean, those videos do well. So a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. But I also want it to be in alignment. So I'm walking a tightrope of giving the advice that I know works, whilst also reminding people that their inherent worth has got nothing to do with their weight, because it really doesn't. I mean, when I was weightier, I was still as valuable. I was still the same person. And it is who you are on the inside, but people do judge your outsides, kind of ish. Not the ones that are close to you, not the ones that know you. The people like your family and your close friends who know you, they don't judge. You can gain or lose. My friends, I don't like my true friends that I know and love dearly. I don't care what they weigh. I really don't. I really don't. So it does feel sometimes, what's the word? Not right to be giving diet advice, but it also feels like I have knowledge that I want to share. So there's the duality. There's always a duality in life. But I always try and remain in integrity with my channel. Sorry, guys. Sorry. And if that's making you yawn, I apologize as well. I just have some time and I do want to dedicate a little bit more into this channel. And I just want to remind you guys that real life is nothing like YouTube. Real life is real. Real life is messy. Real life is no makeup, wrinkles, double, triple, thousand chins as you get older. And the made up, pretty YouTube version is, well, it's just that, it's like the Instagram photos that are highly glossy, highly perfected. And then we look at it and we believe it, and then we want to follow it, and we want to do it, and we want to follow their advice. And they look so together. I'm telling you, no one's got it together. No one. No one on YouTube has got it all figured out, even if they are giving you advice. Some of them know a lot, and some of them do have good advice. And I'm not saying don't listen, but always listen with your own judgment in place. But let me remind you, read every document 10 times over. And you always have the right to amend a document as well. After the fact, you can say, let's amend this document. that's all I have for you today. I am soon going to be on my way to my appointment, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow or at the end of the week. I love you all. Take care.